Hello everybody and welcome back to the chateau. I have been gone for a few days and that is because the amount of work that's been going on has been manic and just too difficult to film, and lots of people here that obviously don't want to be on camera. I've had loads of help and it really shows. I'll show you all of that, but first I need to get on some other jobs. So in between the rain I'm getting odd jobs done. You might remember, well, I've got the jet wash out, so I'm trying to do some bits up on the terrace and finish that off, but some of that involves painting, so I can't. This has all been jet washed, all this stone, the statues, the pots, the railings, the balustrade, shall I say, and it's come up really well. So I want to do the same with this one, while the jet wash is in this location, and of course also I don't want it to be slippy because the weather forecast is suddenly so-so.
Wow, look at that!
Yeah, alright. This is definitely needed. Significantly better. I can't wait to see what that looks like when it dries, and even though it's wet, not slippy, which is really the aim of it. I need to do lots more of the stone, but doing what you can that's important before the party, you know, is the more important. All right, next job. Jet washing aside, because some of those jobs are good, I need to move on to some other bits and pieces. I've got other stuff to clean as I go, and I am filthy, aren't I? Good. The rain has been coming. I had some jobs I'd like to have done today to finish the terrace off with some last painting jobs and putting some bits and pieces out, but unfortunately the rain keeps on coming and going, so no painting today, can't risk it. However, the jet washing is one step further, and I've been cleaning stuff inside the house ready. There are no wasted days, and there's been no wasted time in this garden either. Oh. Full trailer of logs, full stack of logs. There's another stack of logs up there as well. This is the last of the stuff to chip and go. I've got rid of all the stuff that was in the trailer. This is almost clear. We're starting to get somewhere, and what was a huge tree are now just the last of the rounds which were just too big for that particular log splitter, and everything is chopped up ready. I mean, what we might well have to do based on time scale is to roll these around in certain places just for the day as seating, and then get them all dealt with after. We just don't know. The camping area is really looking so much better, because loads of the wood over there has been chopped up and the grass has been cut back and we've got things that we need to do, and it's all getting somewhere. But genuinely, the thing that scared me the most, the thing that's held everything back for this setup, was that huge tree, and now it doesn't feel or look so huge, which is taking the edge off. Of course, while having all of that stuff might have taken the edge off, it does not mean that we're slowing down, because we can't physically slow down. So today, because it's been in and out, I've got jobs that are done that don't mind getting wet. That's why I did some jet washing today. And when it got too wet for the electrics to be outside for the jet washing, I decided to do all the stuff inside, which is just clearing up, putting stuff away and getting ready to have people in the house, which obviously isn't interesting for you. Hence the video has been about the other bits and pieces. Now, we do have something which I need to start tomorrow actually, and it's complicated. Now it's complicated, and I'm asking everyone at home about it because, well, we have a design. Now, if you have seen me put this stage up, both here and at the Red Lion Bar when we have the Fate outside, and it's been a faithful stage so far. However, it's got no roof. And that is something that's important, because ultimately the roof not only means that you cannot worry quite so much about the weather, so when it's changeable we're not worried about all the equipment and having to cancel something. Also, if it's bright sunshine, it's wind protection, sun protection. There are many important things about having a roof on a stage. So we have gone and bought large amounts of metal. We've got a design, but we need to make something where this stage, it can still come down, but yet we can put, we've got lots of vinyl, got something that's going to plastic weld all of that together after we've built the frame, but we still need to be able to make this fold down and fit in that trailer, so no part of it is any bigger than the anything else here, which the biggest thing would be one of these boards. So that's going to be an interesting task. We have designs, but I believe in the power of the internet and people watching. So while we have a design that we're ready to run at, and it's going to be fantastic, and we've got lots of metal, we've got all sorts of things, that's no problem, I thought I would check. Is there anybody out there that has done such a thing or used to deal in such things? Is there anybody out there watching that actually used to put stage rigging up all the time and goes, you know what, you don't want that sort of, you want a roof like this because there is X problem that will go with these sort of designs compared to those designs? Because that is the power of the internet. So if anybody has any suggestions based on a real life experience about roofs on stages, please do leave a comment, links, anything. Love to hear it, because we're about to make something which will have to be used repeatedly for quite a few years. So we'd rather ask a question now of anything that we should take into consideration before we do cutting, welding and all the rest of it. So that is tomorrow's task, along with the Horsebox bar. That is, of course, I do have helpers, so these barrels getting sorted will, as soon as it stops raining, more log piles to move, because then I need to get rid of what's behind it, and this is obviously more space for parking stroke camper vanning. But I mean, look, we've really got somewhere now. I mean, the guys, everyone that helped me yesterday, you couldn't ask for a better bunch. You really couldn't, because now I've got all of this section cleared after I just moved some bits of wood. So apart from cleaning the inside of the house, here is what is left. Do you think it will actually happen? Got to either all of those big rounds there and then the huge oak tree over in the camping area have to be either split up and moved or rolled to one side for seating if we get that far, but I'd like them split up and moved. We'll empty that trailer and stack that wood and that stuff back there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marquees to put up, 2 to clean. The last bit's on the terrace, Horsebox bar, stage on the roof, trim some banks, generally clean up, and then it comes down to all the small little fun bits. I'll jet wash some bridges and stuff. Are we ahead of schedule? Are we cutting it really bit close? I think we're cutting it a bit close, especially if I'm now having a party here. What, in Thursday, Friday, Saturday? In 2 days' time, and then this big one a week later. So, tell you what, let's all take some bets, because I always like that. Because if you're watching this and you hate what I'm doing, you can take bets that it's all going to be a disaster and nothing's going to work. Or if you like what I'm doing, you can sit there and go, yes, of course you're going to do it, Phil. Either way, I'm not sure who I put the money on, to be honest, which side I'd go. However, I'm going to carry on and just see what can get done. So what I'm going to do now is carry on with all the horrible stuff, putting bedding in washing machines and tumble dryers, and then outdoors when the sun comes out like now, hopefully remembering before it starts raining again. I'm going to get on with all of that stuff off camera, which is particularly boring, but needs doing. And I'm going to say a heartfelt thank you to everybody that's been helping so far here, and particularly to Stephen Lee, who were actually on holiday and gave up a day and worked like Trojans here, helping with the log splitting and everything. So thank you guys, and I will see everyone tomorrow. Bye now.